Welcome to Star Bios, the podcast where we delve into the fascinating lives of Hollywood's most beloved icons. Today, we're going to explore the extraordinary life of Harpo Marx, the silent member of the infamous Marx Brothers comedy troupe. With his signature horn-honking pantomime antics and unforgettable harp playing, Harpo captivated audiences worldwide, leaving an indelible mark on the entertainment industry. Born Adolf Marx on November 23, 1888, in New York City's Upper East Side, Harpo was the fourth of five surviving brothers to Samuel and Minnie Marx. The Marx family lived a humble life, with Samuel working as a tailor and Minnie taking in sewing and alterations to make ends meet. Their tenement apartment on East 93rd Street was a bustling hub of activity, filled with the sounds of Yiddish, German, and English, reflecting the diverse cultural heritage of the neighborhood. The air was thick with the smell of freshly baked bread wafting from the nearby bakery, and the sound of horse-drawn carriages rattling down the cobblestone streets. As a child, Harpo was a curious and energetic youngster, often getting into mischief with his brothers, Leonard Chico, Julius Groucho, Milton Gummo, and Herbert Zeppo. The Marx boys were encouraged to explore their creative sides, with Minnie fostering a love of music, theater, and comedy in her children. She would often regale them with stories of her own childhood in Germany, where she grew up surrounded by the sounds of folk music and the smell of traditional cooking. Harpo's early fascination with the harp, an instrument he would later master, was sparked by a chance encounter with a harp player at a local vaudeville show. The musician's elegant fingers dancing across the strings left a lasting impression on young Harpo, who was captivated by the instrument's ethereal sound. Growing up on the Upper East Side during the late 19th and early 20th centuries, Harpo was surrounded by the sights, sounds, and smells of a rapidly changing city. The Marx family lived just a few blocks away from the famous Carnegie Hall, where they would often attend concerts and performances, exposing them to a wide range of musical and theatrical styles. They would watch in awe as the likes of Enrico Caruso and Sarah Bernhardt took to the stage, mesmerizing audiences with their talent and charisma. The brothers' early lives were also influenced by the nearby immigrant communities, with their parents' Jewish heritage and the surrounding Italian, German, and Irish neighborhoods shaping their cultural identity. The Marx family would often attend services at the local synagogue, where Harpo would listen intently to the cantor's soulful melodies and watch as the congregation came together in prayer. As Harpo navigated his childhood, he developed a unique communication style, often relying on gestures, facial expressions, and pantomime to convey his thoughts and emotions. This would later become a hallmark of his comedic persona as he honed his skills in silence, creating a character that was both lovable and mischievous. The Marx brothers' playful jabs and teasing, which often targeted Harpo's quiet nature, also helped shape his quick wit and ability to think on his feet. During family gatherings, the brothers would engage in lively games of charades, with Harpo using his impressive mimicry skills to convey complex phrases and sentences without uttering a word. These early exercises in creative communication laid the foundation for his future success as a silent comedian. During his formative years, Harpo attended Public School 86, where he struggled academically but excelled in music and physical education. His love of sports, particularly baseball and boxing, would remain a lifelong passion, providing an outlet for his boundless energy and competitive spirit. The Marx family's financial struggles and frequent moves between apartments also taught Harpo the value of adaptability and resilience, essential qualities that would serve him well in his future career as a performer. He would often accompany his father on delivery rounds, watching as Samuel expertly navigated the city streets and interacted with customers from all walks of life. These experiences instilled in Harpo a strong work ethic and an appreciation for the importance of human connection. The seeds of his future success were sown in these formative years as he developed a unique blend of artistic talent, physical comedy, and silent charisma that would one day captivate audiences around the world. With his family's encouragement and support, Harpo began to forge a path that would lead him from the tenements of New York City to the bright lights of vaudeville and ultimately to the silver screen, where he would become a beloved icon of American comedy. As Harpo entered his teenage years, he began to explore the vibrant world of entertainment, drawn to the vaudeville circuit like a magnet. In 1908, at the age of 14, Harpo joined his brothers, Chico and Groucho, in a vaudeville act called The Three Marx Brothers, performing a dynamic mix of music, dance, and comedy routines that left audiences in stitches. Their early performances were marked by energetic and unpredictable antics, with Harpo's silent character quickly becoming a fan favorite. The brothers' infectious energy was palpable, and their shows often featured impromptu moments of improvisation, which added to the excitement and spontaneity of their performances. During this period, the Marx Brothers honed their craft, experimenting with different characters, accents, and comedic styles, which would eventually become the hallmark of their unique brand of humor. They spent hours perfecting their timing, rehearsing their routines until they were seamless, and developing their distinctive personas. Harpo's silent character in particular underwent significant development as he refined his pantomime skills and learned to convey a wide range of emotions without speaking a word. One notable performance took place on February 11, 1911, at the historic Orpheum Theater in Wichita, Kansas, where the Marx Brothers performed as part of a larger vaudeville show. The ornate theater, with its intricately designed ceiling and plush red seats, was packed to the rafters with enthusiastic spectators eager to experience the latest entertainment sensation. According to reviews from the time, Harpo's hilarious pantomime routine, which involved a series of exaggerated gestures and facial expressions, brought the house down, earning the brothers a standing ovation. The audience was wowed by Harpo's incredible physical agility as he leapt across the stage, his arms flailing wildly and his face contorted in a comical mixture of emotions. This early success helped establish the Marx Brothers as a rising force in American entertainment, with Harpo's silent character playing a central role in their comedic formula. As they traveled from town to town, performing in vaudeville theaters and music halls, they began to attract attention from other performers and industry professionals. In 1915, they met the legendary comedian and actor W.C. Fields, who became a close friend and mentor to the brothers. Fields, known for his witty humor and cantankerous stage persona, took a particular liking to Harpo, recognizing the young comedian's unique talents and offering valuable advice on how to refine his craft. Fields' influence on Harpo was profound, as he encouraged him to experiment with new characters and comedic situations. He also introduced Harpo to the works of Charlie Chaplin, who would become a major inspiration for the young comedian. The two comedians shared a deep respect for each other's work, and their friendship would have a lasting impact on Harpo's career. As he continued to draw inspiration from Fields' clever wordplay and comedic timing, Harpo developed his own distinctive style, which blended physical humor with a keen sense of observation and a generous spirit. The Marx Brothers vaudeville act continued to evolve throughout the 1910s, with Harpo's character becoming increasingly prominent. In 1918, they introduced their now famous Nightingale routine, which featured Harpo as a hapless birdwatcher, using his pantomime skills to convey a series of hilarious misunderstandings and mishaps. This routine, which has been preserved through various recordings and films, remains one of the most beloved and iconic examples of Harpo's comedic genius. The Nightingale routine showcased Harpo's incredible physical agility as he mimed the actions of a birdwatcher, complete with elaborate hand gestures and facial expressions. As the Marx Brothers transitioned from vaudeville to film in the 1920s, Harpo's silent character continued to captivate audiences, with his expressive face and agile physicality proving perfectly suited to the demands of the silver screen. In their first feature film, The Coconuts, 1929, Harpo stole the show with his memorable performance as a love-struck hotel clerk, using his pantomime skills to convey a series of hilarious romantic misadventures. The film's success marked the beginning of a new era in the Marx Brothers' career, with Harpo's silent character playing a central role in their cinematic success. Throughout the 1930s, Harpo appeared in a string of classic films, including Animal Crackers, 1930, Duck Soup, 1933, and A Night at the Opera, 1935. These films showcased his incredible comedic range as he played a variety of characters, from a bumbling aristocrat to a wise-cracking servant. Harpo's performances were always marked by his generosity of spirit, as he often stole scenes with his hilarious antics and his ability to convey complex emotions without speaking. In an interview with the New York Times, Harpo reflected on his approach to comedy, saying, "I've always believed that the best comedy is physical comedy. When you can make people laugh without speaking a word, that's true genius." This philosophy was evident in his performances, as he used his body and face to convey a wide range of emotions, from joy to sadness. As Harpo's star continued to rise, he became known for his kind heart and his generosity to fellow performers. He was always willing to lend a helping hand or offer words of encouragement to those who were struggling. His legacy extends far beyond his own performances, as he inspired countless comedians and actors with his unique brand of humor. One of the most fascinating aspects of Harpo's career during this period was his ability to balance his individuality with his work as part of the Marx Brothers. While he was an integral part of the iconic comedic team, he also managed to carve out his own unique niche within the group. His signature horn-honking, outrageous costumes, and clever use of props became instantly recognizable, making him a fan favorite. This blend of individuality and teamwork is evident in films like A Night at the Opera, 1935, and Duck Soup, 1933, where Harpo's antics often stole the show. As Harpo looked back on his life's work, he reflected on the importance of laughter and joy, saying, "Comedy is like a puzzle. You have to find the right pieces to make it work, and when it does, it's like magic." This philosophy was evident in his performances, as he continued to bring happiness to audiences around the world. His dedication to his craft was inspiring, and his passion for comedy was contagious. Harpo's love of laughter was not limited to his professional life. He was also known for his playful pranks and sense of humor offstage. In his later years, Harpo Marx was recognized for his contributions to the world of comedy, receiving numerous awards and accolades. This honor was a culmination of his life's work, acknowledging the joy and laughter he had brought to millions of people around the world. As he accepted this award, Harpo was characteristically humble, using the opportunity to praise his fellow comedians and express his gratitude to his fans. Harpo Marx passed away on September 28, 1964, at the age of 75, leaving behind a legacy that continues to inspire and delight audiences today. His impact on the world of comedy is immeasurable, and his influence can be seen in the work of countless comedians and actors who followed in his footsteps. Today, Harpo Marx is remembered as one of the greatest comedians of all time, a master of pantomime and slapstick who brought joy and laughter to millions of people around the world. His legacy extends far beyond his own performances, as he inspired a new generation of comedians and actors to follow in his footsteps. The likes of Charlie Chaplin, Buster Keaton, and Laurel and Hardy have all cited Harpo as an inspiration, demonstrating the significant impact he had on the world of comedy. In reflecting on Harpo's life and legacy, it is striking to note the ways in which his character and personality shine through in his performances. He was a kind and generous soul, always willing to lend a helping hand or offer words of encouragement to those around him. This spirit of generosity and kindness is evident in his films, as he brings happiness and joy to audiences through his hilarious antics and physical comedy. Harpo's offstage personality was just as endearing, with friends and colleagues describing him as warm, witty, and always up for a good time. One notable example of Harpo's kindness was his long-standing friendship with actor and comedian W.C. Fields. Despite their vastly different comedic styles, the two men developed a deep and abiding respect for one another, often meeting for dinner and sharing stories about their experiences in the entertainment industry. His unique brand of humor, his generous spirit, and his enduring charm have left an indelible mark on the entertainment industry, and his films continue to delight audiences around the world. Whether you're a longtime fan or just discovering Harpo's work, it's impossible not to be captivated by his infectious enthusiasm and irrepressible joy. That's all for today's Star Bios. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And until next time, I'm Casey Gold, reminding you to keep shooting for the stars.